Imagine this. You're 5 months pregnant and you have no idea. You have no baby bump, you have no morning sickness, and the worst and craziest part, you're on family planning. Yes, you thought you were absolutely safe until the day the doctor told you and changed your life. Hi guys, my name is Stacy Greatness. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another life-changing story. I'm so happy to have you here. So this is my confession. At 21, I thought I knew my body, or at least I thought I knew enough to know if I was pregnant or not. And you know, when you're young, you simplify everything. And all I knew, or all I needed to know, was if I miss my periods, I'm pregnant. If I don't miss them, I am safe. But no one ever taught me about hormones. At 21, who even bothered anything about hormones? Cool. And it wasn't a topic that everyone is talking about online. And no one really, I knew about family planning, I knew about birth control, but no one was really telling me how it actually works, how it reacts different to different bodies, how if you are on one family planning, you get different side effects from another family planning. All I did was go to the closest clinic I could get, and I was like, oh, I am being an adult. I will take care of my life. I am not getting any unplanned pregnancies. So I just got the cheapest and the easiest one to use, and I thought I was safe. Oh, shock on me. So I need you guys to understand why I thought I was safe. I had just started using the 3-month birth control injection, and I thought I was set. I thought I was good. I never thought that pregnancy would be something on my table. I was being responsible. I was trying to do the right thing. So ever since I could remember, my periods have always been irregular. I would literally go 5 or 6 months without seeing my periods. And since I got it here and there, I never thought it was abnormal. I never went and questioned and asked anyone if this is how other girls go have their periods. So when people kept on asking me, how would you not know you're pregnant? You didn't notice your periods missing? No, missing periods was normal for me. So important, because so many women blame themselves for not knowing or not understanding something that wasn't taught in school, wasn't something people were looking up online. I just want to get rid of that shame. That's why I'm coming here and talking about it. So here I was at the end of my 4th month. I had no physical changes. My tummy was flat. My waist was snatched. I had no movie scene morning sickness. The normal symptoms of pregnancies I didn't have. So I had to go back to the doctors to get my family planning appointment renewed, and that is why everything turned around. I didn't have any clue. I didn't even think of pregnancy. So I thought the appointment would be regular. I went and talked to the doctor as usual. They sent me to the lab for the normal test just before they give you the second renewal. And when the test came back, the doctor looked at me, looked at the lab results, looked at me again. He was looking now to say, according to your lab results, you're pregnant. So I'm like, how can I be pregnant? You guys are the guys who gave me the family planning. So he told me to go on the doctor's table where they do the physical checkup, and he gasped. I saw shock on his face. He was like, oh my god, this is even 5 months pregnancy. I was like, where? As I pointed to my flat tummy, where would a 5-month-old baby be? I couldn't understand what went wrong. So they tried to explain to me if I responded differently to the family planning, it could be the reason why it didn't work, and it's something that is documented to have not worked with a small percentage of people. So I had unknowingly carried a whole human being for almost half the trimester, and I had no idea. Oh, the shame! I felt so ashamed for knowing nothing about my body. I thought the symptoms, everything I saw on telly is what I thought I would get if I was pregnant, and I had none of those symptoms. I was embarrassed. How could I call myself a woman when I knew so little about my body? How could I explain it to people? Like, I had to find clips online of where other women went through the whole trimester without pregnancy, without realizing they're pregnant, and share that with my parents, share that with my family. Like, these things happen. You could imagine explaining it to my baby daddy. So looking at it now that I'm older, I stopped blaming myself. I realized that women's health, women's fertility, women's sexual education wasn't really something that was being discussed where I was, not in school and not online. And with the shame culture that women have to go through, you barely ask your mom that what happens when your body is going through pregnancy. I didn't even ask about getting family planning. She figured it out when she saw this video. So I realized that a lot of discussions about women's bodies need to be more open, need to be more out there. And so my main reason for this is to encourage a young woman out there and tell them that birth control, family planning is not magic, that your body will react different to other symptoms. Your periods are definitely different from your fellow girl, other woman. And if your pregnancies do not have the same symptoms on every other body, and if I talk about this and you talk about this and we make it common knowledge, I'm sure maybe out there will save a girl who was like me at 21 from embarrassment of not knowing she was pregnant for almost 4 months. And then something beautiful happened and I got my son. Out of all this confusion and shock, the best gift I would have ever asked for came. I got my son. And because of him, every day I am grateful that he made me a mom. The little boy I didn't know was there made me a mom. He made me stronger. He made me grow up in ways I would have never imagined. The thing that shocked me the most in my life ended up being the greatest blessing God ever blessed me with. So I'm sharing this story for a reason. I know there are young women out there, young women like I was there, who do not know anything about their bodies. They haven't been curious. They just settled with the myths that go around and think that that is enough knowledge. I hope this video helps you ask more questions. I hope it gives you the courage to go see a gyna. I hope you go and figure out as much about your body as possible. Let you be the most educated about your own body as much as possible. I am so encouraged with how social media and women online now are dedicated to educate as many women as possible. Like issues of PCOS, hormonal imbalance. There is so much information now about your body as a woman, and I'm so happy that the shame has finally gone. So if I was to send a message to the 21-year-old me, you didn't know. I think it's the only thing I can tell you. You didn't know, and yet God still made things work out for you. And also to my son, thank you so much for making me a mom. So, if this story inspired you to learn more about your hormonal health, or your body has ever surprised you the way it surprised me, share with me down in the comments. Let us talk, let us communicate. I hope to create a community where we can all share as women and help each other learn about ourselves.